If Apple actually made an electric supercar, would it totally destroy Tesla? Yeah, sure. Apple already killed its EV project 10 years. A 2,000-person team, tens of billions of dollars, all down the drain. But then this month, a trailer dropped for the most Apple-like supercar ever. It looks insane, crazy cool, and instantly grabbed the attention of Apple fans everywhere. Ferrari, the supercar giant, just revealed the name and interior of its first all-electric model. It's called Luce, which means light in Italian. But here's the big deal. The cabin was heavily designed by Lafram, and the key people behind Lafram are former Apple design legend Jony Ive and industrial design master Mark Newson, who worked with Apple for years. First, why is this the most Apple-flavored supercar ever? The most Apple-like thing about it isn't the screen. It's not the tech vibe, and it's definitely not making a car into a phone. Quite the opposite. It's about hiding the tech underneath and putting the experience first. Jony Ive put it bluntly. A large touchscreen practically, functionally, doesn't work. In plain English, a big screen in a car, from a practical and functional standpoint, just doesn't work well. And he added something even more direct. This idea that because the power source is electric, the interface should be digital is nonsense. Meaning, just because the car runs on electricity, does the whole interface have to become a giant, flat screen? That makes no sense. So here's the most counter-trend move from Luce. While other EVs compete over bigger screen equals more premium, Luce brings back physical knobs, physical buttons, switches, that mechanical feel, all of it. The car uses tons of anodized aluminum and tough Gorilla Glass, keeps lots of tactile, damped physical controls. And even the instrument cluster mixes digital displays with mechanical needles for a layered look. The steering wheel keeps the classic three-spoke shape. The whole cabin isn't about being as fun as a phone, it's about being as fun to drive as a Ferrari. A phone needs a big screen because a phone does a million things. But a Ferrari, you don't want to dig through a settings menu just to turn on the AC. That's the biggest design difference between this and Tesla. It doesn't cram in digital everything. Instead, like early Apple, it focuses on the feel of every button press, every material detail, making every single moment you interact with the machine feel restrained, precise, and natural. Second, put it next to the Tesla Roadster, and you'll see these two are on completely different wavelengths. A lot of people, when they hear Ferrari's first electric supercar, immediately compare it to the Tesla Roadster. And yeah, that comparison is super interesting because both want to be the king of electric supercars, but they go about it in totally opposite ways. Let's start with the numbers. Tesla Roadster's official page says it's straight up 0 to 60 inches under 2 seconds, top speed over 400 kilometers per hour, range nearly 1,000 kilometers on a full charge, and it's a 4-seater, all-wheel drive. The thinking is clear. Push the faster, crazier, more insane envelope to the max. Now look at Luce. 4 motors, over 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in about 2.5 seconds, range about 530 kilometers. 4 doors, 4 seats. One represents the Silicon Valley brute force approach to performance. The other represents the Italian aesthetic of mechanical beauty. One is competing on faster. The other is competing on more refined. That's what makes this matchup so interesting. So here's the question. If you put these two cars side by side, who wins? If you just look at specs, the Roadster's claimed 0-60 inches, 1.9 seconds, and 620 miles of range is definitely more mind-blowing. If you just look at design and cabin polish, Luce's Apple-like restraint, physical controls, and material taste are clearly unique. So this isn't really about which EV is more advanced. It's about two different aesthetics, two different design philosophies. Which one better represents the ultimate electric supercar of our time? What do you think? Who wins? And if you had a budget, which one would you buy? Ferrari Luce or Tesla Roadster? Drop your answer in the comments.